Before our laws recognized the inequalities that faced physically and mentally challenged individuals, Evelyn just plain acted with courage to face these issues. Evelyn embraced and supported family members who struggled with mental illnesses and didn't buckle under the negativity when others were demeaning or used those conditions as swords against her loved ones. It is this kind of behavior that shows us the kind of deep integrity that is Evelyn Wilson.
I became aware of Evelyn very early in my career through participation in the Women Attorneys Association of Topeka and the Topeka Bar Association. And she was a role model in several ways. One aspect was her bar leadership. I served on the board of directors of the Topeka Bar Association with Evelyn. It's not out of the ordinary now for a woman to be president of the bar. But in 2003, Evelyn was only the 4th woman president in the history of the Topeka Bar.
Evelyn started practicing law in a small rural community in northwest Kansas with Elmo Len. She's the only female. She's the only young lawyer. There wasn't a QA, Young Lawyers Association, WAT. No one to support her, no one to be her mentor. We all need to recognize what kind of strength of character it takes that allowed her to stand up in a small community and be accepted, to build a clientele, to develop solid reputation as a lawyer, to really be an influence. Then her husband takes a job in Northeast Kansas, and she starts over. She becomes the managing partner of a law firm, a leader in the Topeka community. We all have to admire and respect Evelyn and those like her who forged the way for women in rural and small Kansas, and for those of us who start over again because it is just the best thing for our family.
While it is true that Evelyn has lots of common sense and uses it to great advantage, it is also true that she is extremely sharp and insightful, but she would never boast about that. She prefers to keep the spotlight away from herself, to laugh and visit and put others at ease, and simply do the work that needs to be done. And I love the fact that this humble, unassuming person is now a justice on the Kansas Supreme Court.
Her integrity makes her trustworthy. She's the person you tell a secret to, it stays a secret. She makes a promise, she keeps a promise. She's a woman of her word.
Evelyn is honest and kind and fair. In her personal life, she is a woman of great faith who gladly uses her gifts to serve others. She doesn't want accolades. She doesn't need to be the center of attention. She is the one washing dirty dishes in the back of a soup kitchen. She visits elderly acquaintances. She is a caretaker for a friend who needs support. And Evelyn is the same person in her professional life. She is approachable. She is generous with her time. She genuinely cares about other people. She keeps the focus on the facts and the law where it belongs.
She is an example of how to live. Those words of civility are demonstrated every day. She sets a high standard and she expects us all to be there with her. It has always been helpful to me. You have to reach for the stars if you want to be Evelyn's friend. Keep trying and keep moving forward because she is driving us all to do better and be better as people.
Evelyn encouraged me when I applied for the bench. She sent handwritten notes and called with advice or a positive word. She was the chief judge who swore me in as a district court judge. When we were colleagues together in Shawnee County, she mentored me and supported me and promoted me. She was more than a colleague. She was my friend. In many ways, she was like the big sister I always wanted.
I must say, after 40 years of observation, it is easy for me to define her as dignified and to say that her legal profession exemplifies civility, ethics, and integrity. This award is Evelyn Wilson. Okay, I'm not alone on the list of people who will vouch for the civility, ethics, integrity of Justice Evelyn Wilson.
cannot tell you how much this means to me. I so value your friendship, your guidance, and you know, the last year's recipient called it a circle of friends and people who we need all around us. And we never know when we're going to need you guys. And without exception, you have come through for me. And love you all. Thank you.
I didn't know Carol Foreman well. I served on a committee she chaired. In her quiet and focused manner, she impressed me with how she could accomplish so much in such a diverse group of strong women. I'm glad I had her example, and I am honored to have this award in her honor. I want to thank the strong, courageous, and graciously strong leaders in this group who have provided me examples of what I want to become. By your examples, you've helped me to be brave and civil. I hope I can pay forward some of the huge debt I owe to those of you who have led and inspired me to do whatever I do with honor, humility, respect, and empathy. Thank you so much.